Thank you. So you mentioned in your talk, I guess, also your campaigns, you mentioned we're actually entering the fourth industrial revolution. It's a new economy, new society we have to build up, right? So the question is, how can we make sure that U.S. continue to lead in this new, new century, the new economy, and also make sure that the 60 million people in rural regions like Iowa can participate in this, in this new movement.
So this is something I'm very, very concerned about, is the United States going to keep pace with China in artificial intelligence? There's a joke that people told in AI. It goes like this. I'll share it. How far behind the US is China in artificial intelligence? And the answer was 12 hours, because they would wake up and see what we did the previous day. That was a joke. But now the concern is that they're actually poised to leapfrog us, because we invented this thing called machine learning, which now develops algorithms that get smarter based upon having access to more data. You know who has more data than anybody? China. And China has also invested more in computing resources and infrastructure than anyone else, where they have islands of server farms as far as the eye can see, like something right out of the Matrix. And I have sat with our leading technologists in the United States, and they said, look, we will invest $1 billion, $2 billion, $3 billion in computing infrastructure, but we can't invest 10 or $15 billion the way the Chinese are. And so we're concerned we're not going to keep pace. So I'm going to ask you this question. Proposal number one is that no need to worry, because the American scientists will come up with a new breakthrough and we will then somehow leapfrog the Chinese again. Or number two, the person with more data and more computing infrastructure is going to win. Raise your hand if you think it's going to be number one. Number two. Yeah, me too. So what I said to the folks in Silicon Valley, I said, all right, let's say I'm the president, which thanks to you all I will be in not that long. Here is a deal I will make with you. We will put up billions of dollars of public resources to match the Chinese computing infrastructure and make it available to you to make sure we maintain our global lead in AI. And in return, you will have someone from the government in the room to make sure you do not do something disastrous. Does that seem like a reasonable trade? And then they were like, yes, it does. It's like, good. And they're actually concerned about doing something disastrous, because they know if you do AI research and you go off the rails, it can be very, very devastating. Some of them know that. One of them actually said to me that the government should give us guardrails, because right now our incentives are all to go as fast as possible, and eventually one of us is going to do something we regret. If the CEO of a tech company says that to you, you kind of should listen, am I right? So this is what we need to do to maintain competitiveness in AI. The other major technology realm that we need to try and match the Chinese in is 5G. So they have subsidized their 5G equipment to the highest levels, and we do not have an analogous offering in that space. The other competitors against Huawei and their 5G are Samsung and then a couple of European firms. So this is going to be a massive race and investment that we have to make, and right now we're lagging behind. Those are my two main priorities, and I believe I'm the ideal commander-in-chief to make sure we keep pace with the Chinese in the next number of years.